This is the RED Komodo and this is the C400, and I'm lucky enough to get my hands on them for the weekend courtesy of Pro AV and compare it to my RED Komodo. But first, let me talk you through the Canon C400 in terms of its features, as it has more to offer than the Komodo, so I'm interested in how does the image quality compare, as they are priced similar but target slightly different people and professionals. So here's the rundown on the C400. It is Canon's latest camera with a full frame 6K BSI sensor that can output 6K RAW. It also is the first camera on the market with a triple base native ISO at 800, 3200 and 12800 when shooting in C-Log, and 400, 1600 and 6400 when shooting in YDR, which is pretty impressive. Complete with a built-in V&D system, super fast autofocus and subject detection. Nice and neat cable management with USB-C cables to the LCD and the side handle. It definitely feels like their version of the FX6, just bringing the Canon vibes and the ergonomics. As you can see, it is very similar to the C500 Mark II and the C300 Mark III. It has the same bold body, however, it is slightly smaller and noticeably lighter, which I'm sure you'll be happy to hear. So, what's in common with the RED Komodo and the C400? They are both at a similar price point, priced around £6,000, with the C400 being slightly more. They both have an RF mount. The RED Komodo tops out at 6K at 40 frames per second, where the C400 is 6K 60 frames per second. There's no built-in ND on the RED Komodo, whereas the C400 has a V&D built in. The RED Komodo only has a 3.5mm jack for audio, whereas the C400 has two mini XLRs and physical audio controls, unlike the Komodo, which is only controlled by the UI. They both claim to have 16 stops of dynamic range. However, I do prefer to go by CineD's test, as I feel they are a little bit more real-worldish. The RED Komodo only uses CFast cards, whereas the C400 uses CF Express Type B and SD cards. The Komodo takes the upper hand with the global shutter, as the C400 has a rolling shutter but has really good readout speeds. The ins and outs. So you have one 12G SDI out on the RED Komodo, and the C400 has one HDMI out and two SDI outs, one 12G SDI and one 3G SDI. There are some more little differences, but nothing I thought that was worth mentioning, so if you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. So, let's jump into some tests where we can directly compare the image quality. This camera's clean though, isn't it? thank you for watching. I hope these test shots have helped you get a bit of a better understanding on how the RED Komodo and the C400 compare.